Namaste, Hira. Namaste. Welcome, everyone. And so today is Krishnamacharya's birthday. Krishnamacharya was born on this day in 1888. Krishnamacharya here. And he passed in 1989, so he lived to be 101. So today we're going to chant a different mantra. 1, 2, what verses? I think it's the 5th verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th verse down of the daily chant. Can you all see that on the main page? It goes, Jaya Guru Shiva Guru. So this is a prayer to the Guru. Jaya Guru means salutations, respect to the Guru. Jaya. Shiva Guru. Shiva is a destroyer who destroys in order to create way for the new. Hari is a name of Vishnu, Hari Guru. Hari is the preserver of the universe, the bringer of good. Hari Guru. Ram is embodiment of righteousness, you could say. And then Jagad Guru, Param Guru. Jagad, Param means the great, the all-encompassing, Param. And Jagad means means world, actually, the universe. So the great Guru whose wisdom, the wisdom of the Guru encompasses the whole world, the whole universe. And then Sat means truth. Sat Guru. Sham means auspiciousness. So basically the Guru of creation, destruction, preservation, wisdom, and that spreads the positive energy and auspiciousness throughout the universe. That's the teacher. That's the holy teacher. And the holy teacher can be embodied in a human body, but even when the Guru is considered to be embodied in a human form, it's never about the human form. It's never about the person. It's never about the personality. It's always about the supreme reality that lies beyond the individual. The individual is never the real Guru. Important to understand that if you go to India. Okay, so we'll just chant this mantra. We'll do a call and response. Are you okay with that heater on there, Fionn? You okay with that? Is everybody warm enough? Anybody else want any more infrareds on? Back row, you feel warm enough? Just turn them on if you need them. Okay, inhale deeply for Om. Om. Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru, Shiva Guru, Shiva Guru, Hari Guru Ram, Hari Guru Ram, Jaga Guru, Jaga Guru, Param Guru, Param Guru, Sat Guru Sham, Sat Guru Sham, Jaya Guru Shiva Guru, Jaya Guru Shiva Guru, Hari Guru Ram, Hari Guru Ram, Jaga Guru Param Guru, Jaga Guru Param Guru, Sat Guru Sham, Sat Guru Sham, Jaya Guru Shiva Guru, Hari Guru Ram, Jaya Guru Shiva Guru, Hari Guru Ram, Jagat Guru Param Guru Sat Guru Sham. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sat Guru Sham. Jaya Guru Shiva Guru Hari Guru Ram. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sat Guru Sham. Jaya Guru Shiva Guru Hari Guru Ram. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sat Guru Sham. Jaya Guru Shiva Guru Hari Guru Ram. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sat Guru Sham. Jaya Guru Shiva Guru Hari Guru Ram. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sat Guru Sham. Jaya Guru Shiva Guru Hari Guru Ram. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sat Guru Sham. Jaya Guru Shiva Guru Hari Guru Ram. Jagat Guru Param Guru Sat Guru Sham. Om Guru Brahma Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Guru Devo Maheshwara Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace peace peace. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, bow your head. Offer your practice today to a guru in your life, someone who's helped to remove darkness and bring light. It can be any form of being. Bring them into your mind's eye and visualize them, and then dedicate your practice to them. Namaste. Welcome, everybody. Okay. So, Yoganjalisaram, we're on Krishnamacharya's Yoganjalisaram. We're on Shloka, verse 19. You may follow karma, jnana, or bhakti, but if yoga is not followed, these paths will lead nowhere. This indeed is the wonder. You may follow karma, jnana, or bhakti, yoga. But if yoga itself is not followed, these paths will lead nowhere. This indeed is a wonder. Okay, Desikachar's Krishnamacharya's son, this is his commentary. In the Bhagavad Gita, the ways recommended to attain liberation are called Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. There are often debates among philosophers about which is the superior path. Very simply and lucidly, Krishnamacharya states that while any path may lead to fruition of one's aspirations, no path is fruitful if it isn't based on a deep awareness and practice of the fundamental principles of yoga. I.e., any spiritual path is acceptable provided it leads us gradually from a preoccupation with the external changing world to an intimate connection to the source of clarity that exists within each one of us. Okay, so what he's saying is, so these different forms of yoga, for a start, what are they? Karma yoga is service, selfless service. it also implies action. It's something you do. So the embodiment of the ultimate karma yogi would be someone like Mother Teresa. A Jnana yogi is someone who uses the intellect, who uses wisdom, who understands the nature of the true self and the nature of reality. And that is often done through study of scripture and self-introspection. That is, so different types of people need different types of yoga. And then bhakti yoga, bhakti means to be in the presence of the divine always. So a bhakti yogi is someone who, by some form of practice, but in yoga it's usually repetition of mantra, is constantly in the presence of the divine. That's a bhakta. Somebody who is the worship of the divine in some form is the most important thing in their lives. That's a bhakta. And of course, what we do from a yoga perspective is we do elements of all these different methods of yoga and we integrate them. And that is sometimes called integral yoga. Swami Shivananda used to call it the yoga of synthesis. Like where you do a little bit of all the different aspects of yoga according to your temperament. You might have a heavier dose of bhakti. You might have a heavier dose of selfless service. You might have a heavier dose of, you might be more intellectual and you want to study, you want to read the scriptures all the time, you want to understand through that avenue and get closer to the supreme reality in some way. So depending on your nature, you always have a slightly heavier predominance to one thing or another. But what Krishnamacharya is saying, if they're not supported by yoga, they're never going to come to full fruition. So what is yoga? When he says yoga, what does he mean? Because they're all called some kind of yoga. But this is a yoga in the Bhagavad Gita, which is really about action. But what he's talking about when he says it only works if you support it with yoga, he means the yoga of Patanjali. The yoga of Patanjali is based on 8 limbs. Yama, the way you treat others. Niyama, the way you treat yourself. Asana, pranayama, pratyahara, concentration, dharana, dhyana, meditation, samadhi. Those practices which lead to a deep and true understanding of your real nature and give you a sublime connection to the divine within yourself. He's saying without that, the other forms of yoga, they don't come to full fruition. Does that make sense? So what we're doing, it incorporates all these things. We chant, that's bhakti. We meditate, that's jnana. Yeah? Selfless service, the actual discipline of yoga is a service to others. Essentially, all the practice we're doing is a service to others. Because by looking after our own minds and bodies, we are more able to serve in the world. We present ourselves better in society and to others and to nature and to everything around us. The way Swami Shivananda used to put it, he used to do this thing where he'd say, there's a poem that he wrote and it's called, what is it called? It's something like The Little Song. And it's just a whole long list. It says, do a little asana, do a little pranayama, do a little bhakti, do a little jnana, study a little bit of scripture, eat a little bit of food, sleep a little. And he just goes on. And what he's saying is just integrate all these things to make your yoga relevant to what you need. If you just do all this practice in some form, then there will be, the fruit of the practice will come. And then I'll just finish with a quote by Krishnamacharya, which kind of sums it up in a slightly different way. Rid your body of its impurities. Let your speech be true and sweet. Feel friendship for the world, and with humility seek wealth, spiritual wealth, and knowledge. Rid your body of its impurities. Asana. Let your speech be true and sweet. Bhakti. Feel friendship for the world. Karma yoga. And with humility seek spiritual wealth and knowledge. Jnana yoga. Namaste. Come to your mat, stand in Tadasana. Okay, we'll have the infrareds off now, please. Down in Tadasana. Stagger yourselves a little bit on your mats. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift the chest, bring the chin slightly back and down, gaze into the center of the chest just in front of your spine. Spread your toes, feel the weight equally distributed through your feet. Tuck your tailbone gently towards your pubic bone so you feel a bit of support hip to hip. And then come into normal breathing. Watch the breath begin in the center of the chest. Watch the breath return to the center of the chest. And then add on that gentle ujjayi sound to the breath, just enough so you can hear it. And then begin the inhale and raise the arms to the side on the breath. Interlock your fingers, lift out of your hips, bring your chin down more as you stretch through your shoulders, stretch through your lungs. Then begin the exhale, lower the arms on the breath. One more time, inhale. It's like the arms are floating on the breath, not a physical movement, more a movement of breath. Exhale down. And the movement is supported by breath. And then forward and up, palms down, inhale. You get to the top, pause and stretch a little more. Chest comes up, chin goes down. Begin the exhale, arms on the breath. And again. Chin down, look heart. Pause at the end of the movement, stretch the back of the lungs. Slowly exhale, forward and down. Inhale, arms widen overhead, flip your palms. Exhale, lean to the left. Lift the chin, look straight ahead. Push the hips to the right. Round the inseam of the left foot. Breathe there. Short inhale, long exhale. 2 breaths. Keep grounding through the legs, through the feet. When you've done your 2 breaths, inhale, center, chin down, stretch more. Exhale to the right. Two breaths. The inhale is short, the exhale is long. Try to keep the top shoulder back, keep extending through the bottom arm. When you're done, inhale to the center and exhale Tadasana. Look hard, Ujjayi breath, eyes closed. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep the hands and fingers active. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. And as you go to the right, bring your left hand and put it at the top of the chest on the left side. And then take 3 breaths. As you inhale, feel the left lung expand, left side. And as you exhale, narrow your waist. As you inhale, try to breathe into the upper left lung. And long exhale. Inhale, come to center, both arms wide. Exhale, both arms down. Inhale, both arms wide. And exhale, twist to the left. And bring the right hand to the top of the chest on the right side. Take 3 breaths. Feel the breath in the lung. And then make the exhale long, and at the end of the exhale, ground the feet, narrow the waist. Steady gaze, backhand. Don't over twist your neck, just to a comfortable point. When you're done your breath, then inhale to center, arms wide, stretch through your arms. And on the exhale, you bring the hands behind you, interlock the fingers, hold your opposite elbow, or bring your hands into reverse prayer. And then firm the legs, firm the buttocks, inhale, arch back, push the heart up. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, arch back. And hold, exhale. Keep the legs strong. Inhale, fill the lungs, open the chest, upper apices of the lung. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, bring your arms wide and over your head. Stretch. Exhale, lift your heels. Stay for 3 breaths. When you've done your 3 breaths, on an exhale, lower the heels and the arms. Ardha Uttanasana, Purna Uttanasana, half and full forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms wide and overhead. You can also do this with the prayer over the heart if you have any back issues. As you exhale, chin down, draw the navel and move your hips back, make a number 7 until your spine is parallel with the floor. Keep your chin down on your chest and look at your navel. And then firm legs, inhale, come up, keep the arms strong, arch back a little bit at the top. Exhale, halfway. Waist narrow. Inhale, come up, arch back. This time fold all the way. Put the hands on the floor or the legs, or take the big toes. And inhale and look up, lengthen your spine, hold on to something. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, third eye, and then don't move, fully exhale. At the end of the exhale, hold the breath out, draw the navel in, then fold. And then when you breathe in, try to breathe more into your back. On the inhale, and draw the navel in more on the exhale. The exhale is twice the length of the inhale. When you've done, relax your neck pull, look nose tip. When you've done, interlock your fingers, push your hips away from your hands. Inhale, come up. We'll meet in Tadasana. Eyes closed, look hard, take a breath. Ardha Utkatasana, Purna Utkatasana, half and full. Squat pose. Inhale, bring the arms forward, shoulder level, palms down. Chin down, look navel. Exhale, halfway. Try to keep the chest up, a little more weight in the heels. Lift the perineum. Inhale, come up. Keep the arms parallel with the floor, chin down, look navel. Exhale, halfway. When you're down there, the navel should be in and the anal sphincter should be squeezed. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the arms. And now I'll give you another variation. You can either have the hands over the head with the fingers interlocked, or you can have the hands behind in reverse prayer, which is a little more challenging. Or you can repeat what you just did. So inhale, choose your arm variation. And then as you exhale, squat halfway. You'll stay there for a breath. Inhale. Try to keep your chest up and your shoulders down. Long exhale. The end of the exhale, pause, lift the perineum, squeeze the anal sphincter. Draw the navel in. Release the bandhas. On the inhale, stand up. Keep the arm position and exhale this time, go as low as you can. If you can go all the way down, feel free. The heels may rise or you can keep the feet flat on the floor. And then we're going to stay there. Take an inhale, short. Look down, navel. And a long exhale. Try to keep your chest up as much as you can. And then on the inhale, slowly come up. Very good, well done. And on the exhale, Tadasana. Look hard. Take a couple of breaths, eyes closed. And then turn to the right, stand in Tadasana. Inhale, arms shoulder level. Exhale. At the end of the exhale, hold the breath out. Hop or step your feet, triangle distance apart, not too wide. Turn the right foot out and the left foot in. Square your hips with the short side of the mat. Inhale, bring your arms up and over your head. Interlock your fingers, lift up. Square the hips to the front. And then inhale, arch back a little bit. Separate the palms. Exhale, fold forward over the right leg. You can bring the hands to the shin or the hands to the floor. Relax your neck, look at the back heel. Flip your palms, strong legs. Inhale, reach forward and up. Arch back at the top. And then separate the palms, exhale, slowly fold down. So you want a stronger ujjayi as you go down to control the descent. And then interlock the fingers, inhale, come up. Arch back. Exhale, fold. Draw the right hip back. Ground the outside of the back foot, the inside of the front foot, hands on the leg or the floor, 3 breaths. Neck relaxed, look back heel. Better late than never. After your 3 breaths, interlock the fingers, inhale, come up and arch back. And then same thing, same leg, exhale, go down, put the hands on the floor. Either side of the foot, and inhale, raise the back leg, parallel with the floor, just parallel with the floor. It's not a standing split. Keep the back leg strong here. And then exhale. You can stay there, or as you inhale, you have options. Bring your arms back beside your hips, ideally a bit higher, and pull your chest up parallel with the floor. Bring the arms over the head in prayer. Choose one of those variations today. Breathe there. And then very slowly exhale the back foot down where it was. Flip the palms, inhale, come up, arch back. Exhale, turn to the side, hands to the waist, Trikonasana Sthiti. Look hard, take a breath. Inhale, bring the arms wide and overhead, interlock your fingers, turn the left foot out and the right foot in, heel with heel alignment. Inhale, arch back. Exhale, fold. Do that 2 more times. Second time, that'll be the 3rd vinyasa. You stay for 3 breaths. Keep squaring your hips as you come up. Just open the front of that hip. Right side. Just be comfortable in your own breath, in your own posture. When you take the Asana Sthiti, the final posture, make sure it's something that's comfortable for you, where you can breathe freely and keep your mind relaxed. Try to keep your hips as square as possible. And then when you're done, the back foot, you interlock the fingers and inhale, come up. And then the next time you go down, you put the hands on the floor on the exhale. On the inhale, raise the back leg so it's parallel with the floor. You can inhale, stay. And on the exhale, choose your variation. 3 breaths. Ideally, your whole body, leg and torso is parallel with the floor if your arms are off the ground. Lift your leg up. Breathe. And then you exhale, the hands back, the back leg to the floor. Hands to the floor. Flip the palms. Inhale, come up the way you went down. Exhale, turn to the side, Trikonasana Sthiti. Beautiful. Take a breath. Hands on the waist. The end of the exhale. Hop or step the feet together. Turn to the front. Lead and return sequence. Inhale. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. No. Tadasana. Inhale, widen overhead, flip your palms. Exhale, palms face forward. And then try to arch back by pushing your feet down. Inhale, so you feel it stretch through the whole front of the body, through the armpits. And then just fold forward by moving the hips back. Pivot over your hips. Bend your knees and get your hands on the floor if you need to. Inhale, short breath. Exhale, squat down. Short inhale. Hop or step back, chaturanga. Fully exhale. Knees can be down here. Inhale forward, upward facing dog. Move the heart forward, the hips down and the chin down. Exhale back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Normal inhales, longer exhales. At the end of that exhale, when you're comfortable, bandhas, just for a few seconds. Mula Nudiyana Bandha. Keep the lower abdomen tucked in like a whippet. The upper abdomen can move slightly with the breath. And at the end of each breath, try to move the thighs back a little bit towards the wall behind you and tilt the pelvis up, lift the sit bones up. And try to draw the energy from your index finger bases through the inner arms and shoulders and into your hips. There's like a lengthening process going on through the spine. And the bandhas should encourage that when you're used to them. When you finish your 3 breaths, you're going to hop into Utkatasana again, squat down or step. Bring your arms forward. Separate your knees and drop as low as you can between the knees and then sit down. Or use your hands to support you. Just do what you can. And then inhale, bring your arm, you're in Dandasana, legs straight, hands beside your hips. Chest up, chin down. Just take a couple of breaths there in Dandasana. Inhale, bring your arms widen over your head and interlock your fingers. Exhale, don't move. Bandhas. Inhale, roll down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale, hands beside your hips. And relax. And bring your feet apart a little bit. Turn your palms up. Roll your head to one side. And just relax with your head on one side. Let go of Ujjayi. Awareness in the heart. Om. Feet together, arms by your sides. Interlock your fingers, inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, bend the knees, hug the knees. Inhale, arms over the head, scoot the feet along the floor, legs to the floor. Stretch. Exhale, bend the knees, hug the knees a little more, empty the lungs a little more. Inhale, arms over the head, scoot the feet along the floor. Stretch. Exhale, bend both knees, hug the knees in. Then take a breath this time. Short inhale. Long exhale. Go right to the end of the exhale till there's no air left. Hold the breath out, lift the perineum, suck the navel in, lift the forehead or the chin to the knees. Lungs are empty, lift perineum. And inhale, arms over the head, scoot the feet along the floor, stretch a little more. Exhale, don't move. Hold the breath out, sit up, fold over the legs. Inhale, come up, arms over the head, Niralamba Dandasana, unsupported Dandasana. Exhale, hands beside the hips. We're going to do a few more variations, Upavishta Konasana. So bring the feet, straddle forward bend, bring the legs nice and wide, make sure you've got some space. If you need to sit on a support here, not too high, but if you want to just raise your sit bones a little bit, feel free. Good. And then engage the legs, push out through the balls of the feet, the toes slightly back, but the toes relaxed. And don't have your feet rolling out. Try to keep your knees vertical, your femurs rotated slightly in. Good. Inhale, bring your arms widen over your head and lift. Separate the palms. Exhale, fold straight forward. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. Look navel. Flip the palms. Inhale, come up. And at the top, arch back slightly. Separate the palms. Exhale, fold down. Do one more. And exhale. Stay there for 2 breaths with a normal inhale and a longer exhale. Eyes are closed, look nabby, navel. And at the end of each exhale, just feel a little pause in the breath and a little bit of narrowing of the waist and lifting in the pelvic floor. And that is where the release will come from. At the end of your second long exhale, flip the palms and inhale, come up. And exhale, bring the hands down beside your hips. Try to keep the legs active. And then inhale, bring the arms just to shoulder level like wings. Exhale, fold forward and take the outsides of the feet or the legs. And then inhale, come up. Turn the palms up, drop the shoulders, lift the chest, arch back and look up. Exhale, fold forward, take the outsides of the feet or the legs. One more time, inhale, come up, arch back. Open the chest. Slowly exhale, go down. Round the back, drop the head, look navel, 2 breaths, normal inhale, double the length of the exhale. Little pauses at the end of the breath. And if you're completely flat, just come up a bit and bring your forehead to the floor, round the back more, gaze more into the navel. Use the bandhas more. When the back is rounded, there's more of a stretch to the whole spinal column. You let the neck go heavy and hang. Look into the navel. The end of your second long breath. Inhale, come up with the arms wide, arch back, look up. And exhale, hands beside the hips. And then inhale, bring the arms, widen overhead, flip the palms. Turn to the right, exhale, fold over the right leg and keep exhaling across to the left foot. And then on the inhale, come up and turn to center. Interlock fingers. Long exhale, turn to the right and keep exhaling as you reach out to the left foot. Try and keep the arms in line with the ears as much as you can. Inhale, come up. And one more time. Fold over the right, sweep to the left. And inhale, come up. And then change sides. Do 3 vinyasas in the other direction. Think more about the breathing and the control and the stretch, more important than how far you're going down. And then when you've done, come back to the center, keep the arms over your head. Eyes closed, look hard, chin down, chest up. And now turn to the right. Keep turn to the right, and as you exhale, fold inside your left leg. So keep the top shoulder open. Inhale, come up. Face the right. Exhale, go down inside the left leg. And now you can bring the forearm or the shoulder towards the floor. You can hold the foot or not. But bring one hand down or one forearm down, the left one, and bring the top arm over. And then just keep rotating the body up on the inhale. And if there's any movement, fold a little bit on the exhale. Keep the top arm active and keep rolling the right armpit open. Top arm just active and stretching like that. Breathe into the right lung more. And then interlock fingers, inhale, come up. Exhale, turn to face the left leg and fold inside the right. Inhale up. Keep facing the left leg, lift a little more. Exhale, go down, hold for 3 breaths. Bring the bottom hand either to the floor or to the leg or the forearm to the floor. If you're really comfortable there, make sure you're still working out through the left leg. And as you get more comfortable, move the lower elbow away from the leg, keeping hold of the foot. Keep moving the elbow out. And so there's space for the body to go down. Good. On the inhale, when you're ready, come up. And come to the center, and then one more forward fold. Exhale, go down to the center. Just round the back, put the hands on the floor and relax. And then flip the palms and inhale, come up. And if your legs are really wide, I suggest you bring them in a little bit closer. You can even bring them in. Bring your hands to the floor. Everybody bring their legs into Dandasana for a minute. We've been there for quite a long time. Sit in Dandasana with the legs together before we do the counter pose. Chest up, chin down, look hard. And then inhale, bring the legs wide to a comfortable level. Bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down behind you 10 inches and point the toes. Inhale, lift your hips up, squeeze your buttocks, squeeze your shoulder blades, head can go back, look nose tip. Exhale, slowly down. And again, inhale, come up. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, just nudge the sacrum a little bit. Exhale, slowly down. Come back into Dandasana. We do a variation of Simhasana, lion pose. Sitting in Dandasana, chest up, chin down, look hard. You want the feeling that as you press your hands down, squeeze your shoulder blades slightly together and lift your chest forward. So the hands need to be active. And if your torso is long in relation to your arms, then you move your hands back and come slightly onto your fingertips. So you get that sensation of the chest moving forward in Dandasana. Okay? And then from there, bend both knees and cross the ankles over. And you have your feet sort of like not tipped up, like in a cross-legged position, but the soles of the feet towards the floor. And then from that, and you want the heels not too way out, but bring them closer so they're sort of closer to your sit bones, but so you can still keep a straight spine. No, don't pull them back so your back rounds. Okay, and then inhale from that Dandasana position, bring your hands over your head and interlock your fingers. As you exhale, keep the arms straight and bring the arms forward so the upper arms are just resting on your knees. And then have your palms facing up. Lift your head up and inhale. And then through the mouth, lion pose, exhale. Stretch your tongue out so it touches your chin. Roll your eyes up, look third eye. Release the tongue, inhale. And the next time you exhale, spread your fingers out like claws. Stretch your tongue out, see if you can touch your chin. Roll the eyes up, look third eye. The eyes roll up and together. And then when you're ready, inhale. And exhale. Same thing. And then don't breathe in, keep the breath out. Lift the perineum, draw the lower abdomen in and up. Bring the chin on your chest. And then release, inhale. Do that again. Try and coordinate all those elements. Through the mouth, exhale. Close the mouth, bandhas. Keep looking up. And then release, inhale, last time. Stretch your tongue, look up. And then close the mouth and engage the bandhas. Chest up, chin down, perineum, lower abdomen in and up. See if you can touch the navel on your spine. No air in the lungs. And then release, lift the head and inhale. Exhale, Dandasana. Cross the ankles, bring the hands to the floor, rock forward, step back, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breathing, please. And then keep the toes in the position they're in. And inhale, come forward to a plank pose and to upward facing dog, keeping the toes turned under. Keep the legs strong. Head can go back here. And then exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Try not to let the knees bend. Try to keep the legs straight. And back downward facing dog. And then on an inhale, come forward to plank pose and straight to upward facing dog. Keeping the toes under. Don't turn the toes. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Third vinyasa. Inhale forward, upward facing dog, toes under, core strong, legs strong, shoulders back, head back, gaze tip of nose. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lots of little steps. Walk forward until your hands are between your feet are between your hands. Good. Inhale, look up. Exhale, Utkatasana, squat down. And then again, inhale, straighten the legs. And exhale, round the back fold. Flip the palms, push the hips back, chin down, inhale, come up. And exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms shoulder level. Head down, look navel. Exhale, squat, Purna Utkatasana. Arms shoulder level forward. All the way down, heels may rise. Separate the knees, sit down. Dandasana. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Front edge of the sit bones or a block or a cushion. Inhale, arms widen overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Lift a little more. Chin down a little bit more. Exhale, fold. Take any hand position you feel is appropriate. Round the back, look navel. Fully exhale. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Pause, relax face. Inhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4. Exhale on 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, on 8. Pause. Optional bandhas. Release bandhas, inhale on 1. You continue in that pattern now. You could go to 3-6 if that's too much. You can go to 5-10. The pause might initially be a second at the end of the exhale. Eventually it can be up to 5 seconds with bandhas. And the bandhas want to be subtle, not a big muscular gesture in the perineum and the anus and the lower abdomen. Just a lightening that moves prana up through the spinal channel. It's a subtle thing. The eyes are closed and the gaze is nabby, navel. I'm going to be here for another minute or so. So just relax. Bend your knees, Nicole, and so you've got a bit more forward motion in your hips. Okay, we'll do a couple of breaths with mamas. Just flicking the gaze. At the end of the next exhale, completely everybody exhale now. And empty your lungs. Then flicking the gaze as you inhale, Look perineum, heart, throat pit, soft palate, nose tip, third eye. Look navel, fully exhale. Little tiny pause. Inhale, look perineum, heart, throat pit, soft palate, nose tip, third eye. Look navel, fully exhale. Little pause. Inhale, look perineum, heart, throat pit, soft palate, nose, perineum, third eye. And then look navel, fully exhale. And then do one of those on your own. And when you've done that, interlock your fingers and slowly come up. And exhale, bring your hands behind you 10 inches, bend both knees. Feet close to your buttocks and knees and feet together. On the inhale, push the hips up. Look nose tip, drop the head back. Exhale, slowly down. Again, inhale, come up. Deep inhale, it's a back bend, so the inhale wants to be deep. Slowly exhale, come down. Extend the right leg straight on the floor. Keep the left leg where it is. As you inhale, lift the hips and lift the right leg into a vertical position. Point the toes, stretch the toes to the ceiling. The right leg's vertical, not in line with your left leg. And as you exhale, slowly lower the hips and the leg to the floor. And then inhale, come up again. Raise the hips and the right leg to a vertical position. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, nudge the hips a little higher. And exhale slowly down. And then bend both knees. Stretch the left leg out. Inhale, raise both hips and the left leg to a vertical position. And really stretch up through the toes as much as you can. Really engage the leg, engage the buttocks, and exhale slowly down. And the second time we're going to hold for a breath. Inhale, come up. You can repeat it with both feet on the floor if you want. If this is too much for you, that's okay. Always choose your variation. You stay as you exhale, and then as you inhale, you nudge your hips a little higher. And then very slowly come down, exhale. And cross the ankles. Put the hands on the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank pose. And exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale to a low cobra. And exhale, seat to heels, long back, down dog. At the end of the breath, step or hop forward. Sit down. Come onto your back and relax. Mentally prepare yourself for the shoulder stand, the half shoulder stand, or any variation of your choice. But we're just going to relax for a few breaths first. Just let your breath come back to its normal pattern. your heart rate return to normal. There can be these periods of intensity in the practice, but it's important that you don't just keep going with that you take time to bring your breath and your heart rate back to normal. If you keep going with pushing, it really disturbs the prana in the body, and the idea is to keep the prana stabilized and central. It's okay to have exertion here and there, as long as you come back to neutral. Turn your head the other side this time. Rest with your head to one side. And then bring your feet together and your arms by your sides. And inhale. And as you exhale, come into your variation of shoulder stand. You okay there, Amanda, or do you want some blocks to put? Yeah? Yeah, yeah. Just bring your feet to the floor, lift your hips up. A bit up, a bit more. There. That feel all right? Wherever you are, establish your breath and relax your face, your forehead, eyes, upper palate, soft palate and tongue. Throat pit, back of the throat. Turn the gaze down, look into back of the throat, Kantakupa. It's the home of Ujjayi breath, and just tune into that Ujjayi breath for a few breaths. And only when you're established in that breath, if you want to, make some adjustments and come into a more vertical position. Or feel comfortable to stay exactly where you are. The eyes are closed, the gaze is looking down into the back of the throat. So it becomes a pratyahara technique, it's turning the mind inwards. It's not a struggle to do anything, it's more a receiving of the breath and a surrender to whatever comes up in the body. And get comfortable here. Have the feeling in your mind that you could be here for a long time, and it wouldn't worry you. It would be fine. You'd be comfortable. Use the breath, the long exhalations, to relax your mind. And if you find your mind gets a bit busy and crazy thinking about stuff, then count the Om numbers or repeat your mantra. When you're ready, you can come over into plow for a few breaths, or bring the knees to your forehead for a few breaths. Good, Jane. And you can have any hand position. If your feet aren't on the floor, your hands stay on your back. But if your feet are on the floor, you can hold your toes. You can have your hands stretched towards the altar with the fingers interlocked. You can have your hands on your back. You can have your hands flat on the floor beside your feet. And after a few breaths in plow, just bring your hands so they're facing towards the altar and interlock your thumbs. And press your palms into the floor and rock your shoulders under that a little bit more. And then with lots of little exhales, with your arms straight towards the altar, if you can. If this is too much for you, come down your normal way. If you can, palms flat on the floor, pull. Fingers interlocked if you can. Slowly roll down onto your forearms. The palms are flat on the floor with the thumbs interlocked, Jane. Flat. And then when your buttocks are pinning your forearms to the floor, as the legs start to lower, push into the elbows, lift your head and your chest up and look at your feet beyond. And then exhale, slowly drop your head back. And in that way, you might get your chest more open. Not a guarantee, but there's a possibility. Deep inhales into the upper apex of the lungs, long exhales, in which the lungs go empty and the perineum and the lower abdomen lift, Mudra Dhyana Bandha. If you spend a lot of time sitting at a computer or a desk, this is a pose you should be doing every day. And getting comfortable being here for longer. Easy. And then when you're ready, push into the elbows, release the head, and very slowly come down, down, down. Do anything you need, hug the knees, roll the knees from side to side, and then when you're ready, come into your back and relax in Shavasana. Corpse pose. Somebody said to me the other day, what has Shavasana got to do with Lord Shiva? And it's not actually Shivasana, it's Shavasana. Shava means corpse. But the way it's connected to Lord Shiva is because Lord Shiva is the Lord of death and the Lord of transition. And he's the Lord of the Naths. The Nath yogis are the naked yogis that you see in India that live in the funeral grounds where the bodies are cremated, and they're naked sadhus, and they cover their whole body with the ash from the funeral pyres. And they are devotees, they are the devotees of Shiva that remind us that life is a very transient thing. So, in a way, Shavasana, though that's not the spelling of Shavasana, it is connected to Lord Shiva. And the idea of Shavasana is that one becomes a corpse for just for a little while. They call it the little death. It's where you switch off to your body one part at a time. You just drop it. And then you do your best to drop your mind and drop the activity of breathing. So you do absolutely nothing in Shavasana. You lose awareness of the body, and the thinking mind dissolves into the heart. In the scriptures they say that if you can learn to do this well, because this is considered to be the most difficult asana, if you learn to do this well, then you'll have an easy death. And if the practices have been consistent and correct, the soul will leave the body through the Sahasrara, which is the crown of the head. The yogi is trying to create conditions in which the soul leaves through the crown of the head. That's why it's called the thousand-petaled lotus. It represents liberation. Relax your feet and your legs and your whole pelvic region. Let your legs go heavy. Relax your buttocks and your lower back, all your spinal muscles. Relax your upper back, your intestines, your stomach, liver, kidneys. Relax the heart and the lungs. And when you relax the lungs, you relax the chest. And when you relax the lungs and the chest, you relax the breath. And any physical effort you're putting into breathing, you just let it go. And you trust your body to breathe. Relax the fingers and the thumbs, palms of the hands and wrists. Relax arms and shoulders and neck. Relax the throat, the tongue and the whole inside of your mouth. Relax the jaw and the soft palate, the upper palate and the cheeks. Relax the eyes and the temples. Relax the forehead and the scalp. Whatever you're thinking, dissolve it down into the heart space. And without changing the breath, just be conscious that the prana moves out a little bit from there when the breath comes in. And the prana retracts a little bit to the center of the chest when the breath goes out. And just be conscious of that little space in the center of your chest, just in front of your spine, where the breath begins and where the breath ends. That place is called by several names, but essentially it's where the soul resides in the human body. And that's where you want your awareness to be. Deepen your breath. Bring your feet together, your arms by your side. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Lengthen the left side of your body and the right side of your body. And then lengthen your whole body. Bend your knees and hug your knees. Lift your head towards your knees. Release your back and your neck. And then when you're ready, roll to your right side. Watch your glasses, Laura. Take a breath and then make your way into a seated position for Kapalabhati. Kneeling or cross-legged with a nice long spine. As it turns colder, we're really coming into Kapalabhati weather now. Really good practice to continue throughout the winter months. Chin Mudra, palms up, first finger to thumb. Lift the chest, head back, chin slightly down, eyes closed, look nabby, navel. Then shallow inhales, forceful exhales, and then just release the abdomen to let the breath come in by itself. Inhale, normal breath, and begin. Hex, 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 hex. Exhale completely. Inhale, fill your lungs. Long exhale, completely empty your lungs. One more time, inhale. Keep your face relaxed. Long exhale. Inhale, bring the arms widen over the head, interlock your fingers. Push the hands towards the ceiling. Exhale, chest up, chin down, look navel. Eyes closed, little shallow inhale to begin. 24. Hex, 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 hex. Exhale completely. Inhale, push your palms to the ceiling, stretch your rib cage, stretch your lungs. Exhale, slowly widen down. Take 2 full yogic breaths, hands in Chin Mudra. Inhale, arms widen overhead. Try to lift up so you feel your rib cage lift and try to keep it lifted As you bend the elbows and bring the hands to the opposite shoulder blade, which pushes the chin a little more down to the rolled up chest. Close the eyes, look nabby, move the elbows back. Little inhale to begin. Hex, 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 hex. Do another 18 in your own time. The inhale, push the hands to the ceiling. The exhale, Chin Mudra. Same thing, full yogic breath. Do 2 full yogic breaths, no rush. Keep relaxed. When you're done, inhale, bring your arms out to shoulder level. Shanmuki Mudra. Exhale, bend the elbows. First finger, middle finger above and below the eyeballs. Middle finger just above the bulbs of the nose. Little finger corners of the mouth, and then pull gently to the side. Keep the elbows up, the chest up, chin parallel with the floor. And then when you're ready, use the thumbs to close the ears and listen to the internal breath. Just listen to the natural sound of your breath. Om. Lower your hands. Take a couple of normal breaths. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. Inhale deeply for Om. 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 Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru, Shiva Guru, Shiva Guru, Hari Guru Ram, Hari Guru Ram, Jagat Guru, Jagat Guru, Param Guru, Param Guru, Sat Guru Sham, Sat Guru Sham, Om Mai Guru Advait Guru Ananda Guru Om, Chit Guru Chingana Guru Chinmaya Guru Om, Om Mai Guru Advait Guru Ananda Guru Om, Chit Guru Chingana Guru Chinmaya Guru Om, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Om Bolo Sakura Krishnamacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Bolo Sakura Swami Shivananda Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Bolo Sakura Bhagavan Ki Jai. Remind yourself the intention you made for your practice. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
We have Christmas satsang on in December 14th, 5:30 p.m. and it's going to be a vegan potluck as usual. We'll have a period of probably a bit of tratak, candlelit chanting, tratak, and then we'll just have community time where we'll share food and the company of the wise, which is you. Yeah? That's on the 14th. I'll be sending stuff out about it, but just so you know, in case you're free to come, you'll be very welcome.